Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our trading room. I trust everyone had an enjoyable long weekend. Got your fill of turkey, I assume. Just a moment here. My charts are giving me a little bit of trouble today. I guess they're not looking to get back to work. All right, here they go. They finally got loaded. Get the screen share. All right, you should be able to see my charts. For those of you new in the room, real quick overview of what you're looking at. We've got the complete diversified trading system along with the Raptor. So here on the top left is the Hawk Scalper, top right, Falcon Swing Trader, bottom left, Eagle Trend Trader, bottom right, of course, the Raptor. Down below here, I have the Bollinger Band Suite, which is a system add-on. And it's something that we played with a while ago now on one of our Rabbit Hole Friday sessions, and I liked it so much, I just kept it on all my charts. The market I'm following here is the Nasdaq. That's my personal favorite, but feel free to request a market, although I have to admit I've really cut back on my data feed just because I don't follow that many markets anymore. This now a daily look at the Nasdaq, and what I've been watching here for the longest time is this breakout that we have had. We've had a breakout and the market, just on a tear. Volume is starting to dip a little bit, but we're trading the December contract, which will be nearing expiration in the next few weeks. But normally what we like to see on a breakout like this is we like to see increasing volume, telling us that the breakout's going to stick. But you can see we've had some pretty big sessions here, rally-wise, and yet volume looking a little bit weak. This morning we have a slight, or had a slight downside gap. Oh no, actually maybe not. Looks like the market left off here on Friday, or sorry, Wednesday. No, sorry, Friday. Getting my days mixed up. And now we're trading a little bit lower. So the market having a little bit more of a bearish bent here today. Like I said, I'm still looking for that bigger retest of the breakout, so I would not be surprised to see a little bit of a move lower here. And just checking now the overnight on the Eagle. Relatively quiet. Friday session, the markets are open, but well, actually it doesn't look that bad. Usually the Friday after Labor Day, Black Friday, of course, is a real wash. And it looks like there was a little bit of trading there to be had. But we really did not miss that much this morning, though. Let's see, this is our first in-sync Eagle signal. It looks like we had some really nice follow through on that. And I think I would feel safe calling this market today a little bit of a bear market. Wow, they're still falling off. I hope this isn't going to be one of these sessions where the market just tanks out of the open and then we don't have another opportunity. When the market moves like this, we pretty much have to wait for some sort of pullback. There's nothing wrong with the let's just grab any old with trend signal strategy. The problem is stop placement. Where do you cover this trade? Now, ideally, the high of the morning, at least back here, 84.05, it looks like. That's a lot to cover. A little bit more than I can afford. A little bit of a pullback. All right, well, we're in a bit of a pullback mode. All right, thanks, Aspen. Aspen says we've got a manufacturing report at the top of the hour. A retreat, I don't want to say, well, to the hard edge is pretty much a given. We did see a couple of counter trend signals here. We had a number 2 signal right here, which I opted to pass on, but it's a valid signal. It coincided with the trend change signal here in the Falcon. Oh, look at that. Okay, a nice little retest now. Didn't quite make the hard edge, but close. We're coming back with a number 1 signal here on the Raptor. You could also interpret it as a number 3 signal. What time is it? Oh, we got a few minutes still here to the top of the hour. I'm trying really hard not to get suckered into a bad trade. Well, the market not wasting any time here. So it looks like that signal having a whole lot more follow through than I anticipated. I thought it was going to turn into more of a test of the extreme. I didn't think we were going to get back down anywhere close to these lows, but we have. And it looks like the bears are really not finished with the buyers yet. Still taking them out to the woodshed, it appears. Now, this isn't quite the same setup as we normally wait for with the Eagle, where we look for the market to give us this period of congestion, and then we look for the breakout and the retest. But it is similar. Close enough that if you were inclined, you could put a just-in-case order to short down here, just in case the bottom continues to fall out of the market and gives us no other reason to get in. There you go. You got your order waiting for you. How many zones are we down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. That is a very, very bearish day. All right, back to the faster hard edge now here on the Raptor. That should produce a number 3 signal. If it continues lower, I would be honestly a little bit more comfortable with another pullback. All right, here comes that number 3 signal. The problem with what I'm doing at this point is we haven't really established a sideways trading range just yet. So I'm getting a little ahead of the curve. Sometimes that has good results. Sometimes you end up fooling yourself. I'll get my profit order ready. Oh, look at that. They are going to try it. All right. Well, you know, I always say trend trumps all. Get my stop in and just looking for 5 points here, 20 ticks. If this bar finishes bearish, I will bring my stop to break even. The buyers appear to be ganging up on the sellers a bit, so all right, I'll take the trade to break even at this point. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well. Break even plus a couple of ticks. Yeah, they didn't give it to me. I might have been a little quick with the stop. Somewhere through here, the market does need to give us a little bit of pullback, some profit taking or something. Look at that. Stinkers. Yeah, I was a little quick with my stop. Yeah, you know, when it goes like this, all you can do is wait. Okay, well, we've got the report coming out here in a moment. Oh, that was a quick little move lower. The, you know, there have been opportunities here. I've been waiting for a bigger pullback. The market's not coming around the way I would like to see it. And as a result, I'm kind of left on the sidelines here. Wow, they just keep going. Doggone it, you guys. The bottom definitely falling out of the market. All right, is this going to be the test of the extreme I've been waiting for that I can look to buy? Yikes. Or, well, let's see if we get a second push opportunity on this number 3 signal. Sometimes, well, you know what? We've had a few days off. You don't always want to rush back in. Jeepers. It just, all right, well, there's a little bit of a number 2 signal. Yeah, David makes an interesting comment here. He says, kind of early for a year-end adjustment, don't you think? Yeah, especially around this time of the year, you would think the market would be a little bit more bullish. All right. Well, it looks like the buyers have finally showed up. I think this is a little bit more profit taking than anything. You want to be careful on how bullish you're going to get here, because this is very much a bear market. But if it appears as though a bottom is in, then I would certainly be more open to the idea of buying again. Okay, it looks as though we may finally be getting that channel forming a little bit that we thought of, or that I've been looking for. Okay, well, we got a number one signal here with a second push opportunity. We've also got a Falcon signal. The problem is going to be covering this trade again. And they've already gone past my entry point. That's another problem. I was going to look to buy above here, but it may turn out that it was not a bad decision to wait a little longer. This now the with trend signal, even though it's counter trend, it's actually with trend. All right, let's see if we can't get this market in a bit of a bind. Look to short that number two signal. And I'm going to leave my buy order in, my stop loss order, because that's going to cover the top end. All right, let's see if the sellers don't make a stand here. And try to take the market back. Well, we found the right spot to get in though. You can see the struggle that's going on here around this whole 83.25 zone. They're thinking about it. I don't like reversing on my trades, but there is the opportunity to buy this market up if the sellers fail at this point to make a bigger test of the extreme. And you can see they got loads of room down here to test the market, to test the lows. Then there's a good reason to expect the market to continue higher. Oh, that hard edge, really sticky right now. In fact, I'm going to throw another buy order in above here. So I'm going to look at reversing this position. If my number two signal fails, does not reach my profit objective, and instead stops me out, then I will look to buy, because you can see we're not the only ones looking to short here. There are a lot of traders looking to get short this market. In fact, the bears are going to look for any excuse to get short. And a lot of times that means any uptick in the market, they will look as an opportunity to re-enter short. But no worries there. We found our profit target after sitting on the sidelines here for a bit. Finally got a profitable trade. Things simmering down somewhat, which is good because it was in free fall out of the open. All right, well, a little bit of a test of the extreme now as we've tried to head lower. We're holding up on another support line, as you can see. You know, if you wanted, you could put your, like I was saying before, you could put your just in case order to buy just above here. Because as if the sellers are unable to take control of the market again, it will rally. As strong as the market was today, look at this, you know, right out of the open, the opening bell, boom, down she goes, lower and lower and lower. If the market fails to continue the downtrend at this point, it will continue higher. So you may be asking yourself, well, why aren't you shorting? Well, that's a good question. I should be shorting. I should be a little bit more aggressive on the short side. I took advantage of the number 2 signal. Here now we have a number 1 signal to short. And it looks like that's almost down to its profit objective, another tick or two, and it would hit its profit target. All right. Well, they've hit now the profit target for this number one signal. And we're getting low enough that a test of the extreme is certainly possible. And what by that I mean, if there are buyers in this market, they're going to look at picking up the market as they get closer to these lows. And as they do that, they're going to tip their hand. And by that I mean, if we get a test of the extreme, that's as good as a breakout and retest. Well, today is going to end up in a textbook somewhere. This is crazy. Oh, look at that. That's like a near perfect test of the extreme. Okay, give me one more bull bar. There we go. I'm going to cover this trade now below the lows. Even though we didn't break the low, the fact that they're retesting the low and bouncing higher tells me that there's buying going on down here. So now the question becomes, who's going to get run over first, the buyers or the sellers? Okay, well, so far the bottom's holding. That's good. Because a break below here will make for a stronger move. Phil's thinking, yeah, 8,300. That's pretty significant low, all right. All right, back now to the hard edge. Oh man, are the buyers going to have enough to hold? I'm confident on covering here on the short side. So here's a number 3 signal. I don't necessarily want to get more aggressive on that. Or do I? The sellers are just walking all over the buyers. Can't get the stops down here to, oh shoot, didn't even need to worry about that. Okay, well, there you go. We did have some follow-up signals. Mine was the more conservative. We did have the more aggressive number 3 signal here, which again, with trend, today's the kind of day where the trend is so strong, you really just want to be looking at signals that are with the trend as much as possible. Trade forecaster, let's see how long we're forecasting trend. The trend is, we're moving quickly from trend to scalp mode. Oh, it looks like it's winding down here in a hurry. Okay, gang, we're going to be closing up shop here pretty quick, but if you're going to be staying with the market today, I think what you need to anticipate is a little bit of a sideways range. It's not unusual. Here's the daily chart, so you can see how much we've fallen off here today. In a single session, we've recovered most of last week's trading, and the day's not done. So that's a very, very bearish day. It is unlikely that the buyers will recover very much. More likely that we're going to see some sideways trading, which tends to happen. If you have a strong downtrend as we have today, the market will do this sort of thing. And vice versa, if you had a strong bull trend, you had a strong uptrend on the day, the market would then enter a little bit of a sideways range to the upside. All right, so this is what you should expect for the remainder of the day. Like I said, I doubt very much that we're going to see a major reversal. And when in doubt, stay short. But I would very much welcome a pullback, maybe even back here to the top end of the trading range. And that would be a very good opportunity to short the market again. All right, everyone, be careful out there. I will talk to you again tomorrow. See you then. Bye for now.